News in the world of Valheim, let's go! In our new Word from the Devs post, we get details on some upcoming things about the Deep North, but I was also, of course, able to find some little nuggets here and there elsewhere. Next up, we have the next part in the voyage of Eivor Bloodtooth.
Deserted. It's hard to say for how long, but I don't believe I'll find any friends here.
Well, that was exciting. So this is our new creature, the King. Or King? I'm going with King. I'm thinking this is what was creeping in the bushes in the last video. I did say it looked like there were horns sticking up. This is probably also the creature that they were saying kind of cute depending on how you think about it. We do know that this is going to be one of the enemies in the Deep North, which is kind of obvious from the way it just like totally takes off after you. And look at how high that jump is. Jeez. Can you imagine a herd of these coming after you at one time? That's going to be tricky. I think that might make it all the more important that they're also going to be having this smaller update come out before Deep North that focuses on improving Valheim's combat mechanics, including slope fighting. They had kind of given us a little tease that this is something that they're working on. So it sounds like they've made good progress. Lisa did confirm that all of the build pieces in this building are new for Deep North except for the roof. Although, I gotta say this door looks like the same door that we have now. So maybe that's not new either. And of course we're seeing the distressed, broken down version of them. But we do get a look at the backside of the wall pieces and how they're gonna look. This really looks like a reskin of the dwarven pieces. Probably made using textures from the new wood that we're going to find in the Deep North. When I first saw this little guy from a distance, I thought that this was kind of skeletal with like a broken leg over here, but it's not. It's the tail. I could totally see that thing being a trophy, in addition to the horns, of course. I love that they have him holding a lantern. That almost seems like it gives him some kind of intelligence, doesn't it? Like it's only us and the dwarves that were carrying those lanterns before. The name King translates from Swedish to something kind of similar to the word rascal. Seems like that may be kind of a hint of how they're going to behave. And of course, as they're updating the combat, they're going to give us some new armor in the mini update. This armor clearly is made from some bones. Looks like a full-on skeletal cage here going around the leg. Coming around from the back. We've got a jawbone for the helmet, and of course the bird head here on the shoulder. Bones sticking out, similar to the Fenris claws. So it looks like you'll finally have another use for those fist skills. So I'm thinking, based on the bird here on the shoulder, that this is going to be using Ashland's materials to make. This bird head definitely isn't big as the Valkyries, so perhaps that'll be a new drop we're going to get from vultures. Think you're going to need a cape if you wear this into the Deep North. Doesn't look like that's going to keep you very warm. You may have heard this past week that on Instagram, Lisa did an AMA. Lisa used to be kind of a community manager, but now she does a lot of their 3D modeling. One of the questions was, why is Lisa the best? I'm not getting into this debate. I met Lisa and several of them, spent a weekend with them, and they're all fabulous. Not taking sides. But I do really like Lisa. Then I noticed over on Blue Sky, after the AMA was done, that she made this little comment. Had a blast with the Instagram takeover today. I did a couple sneak peeks in there if anyone wants to play detective. So, of course I had to play detective. I mean, she asked me to. A couple sneak peeks, she says. This is what I found. Here she's talking about Bum's Burgers is one of her favorites. Likes having it in the background as she works. But let's zoom in on what she's working on, shall we? Look at this. This is some 3D modeling going on over here. And that to me looks like another armor set. that's going to be going in line with the one that we just saw. Lisa was the first one that gave us multiple versions of armor sets. One with pants and one with a skirt-looking thing. So here we have a bird head on the shoulder. Looks like we have bone rib cages coming around the side as well. But instead of the pants, or lack of pants, looks like we have a skirt on the bottom. So we'll likely have more than one version of that armor. Now we got another little trick similar to it, where she's talking about meeting with the art department. And we have a work screen over here on the sign. So let's zoom in again. This one's a little bit harder to see, I think. But if you look over here on the right, it looks like there's a structure over here. And I don't know, to me, it almost looks like these beams here going up at an angle on the side look like they're going into the side of some type of a cave entrance, almost like a mining entrance. Is it just me? Of course, everyone wants to know, when are we getting these updates? And of course, no one knows. If I had to take a guess, I would say maybe we'll get this smaller update by the summertime, end of summer, maybe. Remember, the devs will be taking a long break as well. And I would not be anticipating Deep North before at least the end of the year, possibly into the beginning of the new year. But it's nice that we'll be getting something along the way. I hope that you liked this and it was helpful. Let me know your thoughts down below. And until next time.
Happy gaming! Happy gaming!